Hi there, this is Craig Beck from StopDrinkingExpert.com. Welcome to today's video, and the subject of today's video is, should I count the days since I last had a drink? And the answer is, why would you want to? AA do this, don't they? You know, AA give medals out. You know, if you get 1 month clear, 6 month clear, 1 year clear and all that stuff, you get a different medal to say, you know, well done. Look, I don't recommend it for this reason only. It gives alcohol more significance, it gives it more prominence than it actually deserves. The implication is that, you know, you're missing out on something if you're counting the days. Children count the days to Christmas, don't they? You know, 10 more sleeps to Christmas, because it's a countdown to something big. And to count away from something suggests that you're moving away from something significant, something important. And alcohol isn't important. You know, alcohol is the byproduct of rotting vegetable matter. That's all. That's all it is. When fruit goes bad, it creates a poison called alcohol. That's how they make it. You know, at some point in human history, some smart aleck looked at some rotten fruit and went, you know what? I'm going to drink that. Why? I mean, it's insane, isn't it? I mean, think about it. If someone said to you, I found this tree and the fruit on it, if you eat it, it makes you feel violently ill. It makes you collapse into, you know, unconsciousness. And when you wake up in the morning, your head will feel like someone's been hitting it with a hammer. Do you want to go and get some fruit off it? You'd say, no. I mean, would you? I mean, you would say, no, that sounds like that tree's poisonous. So that's all alcohol is. It's the byproduct of decaying vegetable matter. And so counting away from it is crazy, really, when you think about it. You don't count away from the last time you had a banana, do you? You don't say, oh, it's been, 2 weeks since I had a banana. If someone said that to you, you'd think, whoa, this guy's got a real problem with bananas, wouldn't you? But you don't do things like that with things that don't matter. Because they just don't, they don't enter your thought. You don't think, wow, really? 9 days since I had a banana? Oh, I'm going to ring all my friends and tell them. 9 days since I had a banana. Nobody cares. I nearly swore there. Nobody cares, because it's not a significant thing. And you should have the same mindset about alcohol. For me, there are only 3 time periods that are significant with alcohol. And the first one is 14 days. By all means, get very happy and excited about being 14 days clear, because that means you're free of the kick, the chemical effect of the drug. It's not in your system applying pressure anymore. You're dealing purely with stuff up here from that point on. We're talking Pavlovian conditioning, anchors. We're talking social conditioning. Now, they're all very powerful motivators, and certainly they're going to cause you some problems, and we'll deal with how you manage those in the members area. But you haven't got the kick, the physical kick of the drug anymore. So 14 days is a very beautiful time period. The second one for me is 1 month, and only because when you get 1 month clear, it's starting to feel a bit, serious now. This feels like it's settling, because you can get a couple of weeks clear on willpower alone. And you've probably done it in the past. You've done a couple of weeks. Big whoop. A month, starting to get, part of your life now. You're talking, you're in the area of where new habits are created 1 month. And the third period is 1 year. And only because I don't want you celebrating anniversaries particularly, but only because at 1 year we hit an obstacle. And I don't even mention this in the book, Alcohol Lied to Me, because I've only discovered it having dealt with thousands of people who've stopped drinking. It seems to be that after a year, people get a little bit cocky. People get a little bit relaxed about just how much damage this drug was doing to their lives and their health and their welfare. And they put the rose-tinted glasses on. They look back and they can't remember just how much pain alcohol caused for them. And they also look back and they can't remember how difficult it was to give up this drug with willpower. All those times that they tried to create silly rules around their drinking, like I won't drink during the week, I'll only drink at the weekend. I won't drink spirits, I'll only drink wine. And so on and so on. We've all been there and tried to regulate our drinking before we got to the point where we realized that moderation is hell. And so when you get to 1 year, you kind of get a little bit cocky. You start thinking, it was easy. What was the big fuss about? Maybe I'm in control now. Maybe Maybe I can control alcohol. And this is a very dangerous thought process, because let me tell you, you are not in control, and one glass of alcohol will prove it to you in the most painful way possible. One glass of alcohol will take you free-falling back to the point you were before. You will not only drink the same amount that you were at your worst point in your life, you will drink more. And then you will try and stop again, but you will have lost your faith in the system. It will become 10 times harder the second time around. It will take between 3 months and 10 months for you to get your act back together again, all from one drink. It's the most dangerous 5 words any ex-drinker can say to themselves. Just one drink can't hurt. Because it can, and it will. So 14 days, 1 month and 1 year are my only time periods that I care about. I can't remember how many days it is since I've had a drink. I can't remember when it was that I last had a drink. And I just can't answer that question because I don't care. All I care about is right now, in this moment, I have not had a drink. And that's the only time period you have to be concerned with, right now. Doesn't matter about yesterday, doesn't matter about tomorrow. Tomorrow, hopefully, if we're all still around, we'll make the same decision. You just take it moment by moment. Every moment is a choice. Do you drink or do you not drink? And this moment, I am very grateful that I have not drunk alcohol. Thank you for watching. If you have any comments, please post them below. If you have any suggestions about what topics you want covered in these videos, I'm open to suggestions. And if you have any direct questions, you can email me via the website, which is www.stopdrinkingexpert.com. Thank you for watching. Speak to you soon.